Diversity is well acknowledged at Georgia State, and Hispanic students add to the mix of demographics on campus. Hispanic students at Georgia State are known for bridging the gaps in their communities. And from September to October, we celebrate National Hispanic Heritage Month. Today, we hear from 3 Hispanic students and how they have been able to lead in their communities. The opportunity to campaign alongside Brenda Lopez Romero, the first Latina to ever be elected to the Georgia State Assembly, translated into this important message about community.
You have to know what you're working for, and you have to really believe in it.
The Lasso office at Georgia State offers a program called the Latino Leadership Initiative, where college students mentor high school juniors or seniors about options for college. Alba speaks about her experience as a mentor.
Being there for high school students who are probably in the same shoes I was is always so rewarding. To just answer this, even if I only answer like 2 questions, I know that I've made their life just a little bit easier.
Alba strongly believes in building a community within the community, and her future plans to become a lawyer have this in mind.
I want to be as useful as possible in my community.
President of the Latin American Student Association, Daniel has been able to participate in different leadership opportunities for Hispanic students, not only at Georgia State, but also in the local Atlanta area. Every year they offer an event called the Taste of Latin American Week.
And we went out to different Latin American restaurants in the Atlanta area. So, we got to represent like 11 different countries in that many different restaurants to, bring representation to the community, promote these local Latino-owned businesses.
The Lambda Theta Phi Latin Fraternity Incorporated, a Hispanic fraternity at Georgia State, offers unique programs for Latino leadership. Peter, as president of his chapter, speaks about philanthropic programs.
Our philanthropy is the CHCH, which is a stand for Congressional Hispanic Caucus Institute. And basically what they do, they send Latino leaders to the Congress to see how they pass the law, how the legislation system works. And that's something that our fraternity as a whole stands for. So we always do fundraisers and donate to this great program.
Leadership among these Hispanic students in their community goes beyond any adversities they might face. And Peter leaves us with the famous Spanish quote meaning, where there's a will, there's a way.
Como el que quiere puede, so.
Melissa Perez, PRN.
If you're unaware about student activities on campus, you can check out the leadership program located at Student Center West 475. This program has events such as the Women's Experience and the Leadership DNA. The leadership program has been around for many years now. The purpose of this program is to lead with leadership experience.
It's better than the online sessions. I think I get a little bit more engaged with it when you're sitting in a classroom and just interacting with people.
Director Christina Clement and her team believes in a philosophy. Leadership is not about a position, it's about the process.
What you'll leave with is some of the top 5 skills that employers are looking for: critical thinking, initiative, teamwork, communication. Those are the things that they're looking for, and this idea of being adaptable and flexible.
Student Affairs Advisor of Leadership Development, Kurt Johnson, became passionate for leadership. He sees potential at Georgia State University.
In the workplace, who we see ourselves as influences the way we interact with everything else and everyone else. And so I wanted to provide students with a structured approach to connecting with themselves, to self-discover, to be more self-aware.
Denajie Kai, PRN.
Thanks, Alicia. What's up, y'all? I'm Tyreek Wynn, and welcome to PRN Sports. Now, we usually kick this thing off talking about the Georgia State football team, but this week we're going to have to do things a little bit differently, and I'm pretty sure y'all know the reason for that. So let's talk about the women's soccer team. They are on fire. The Georgia State women's soccer team beat Troy 6-1 on Wednesday in the quarterfinals. Those 6 points that were scored by Georgia State were actually scored by 6 different players on the team. Senior Keelin Berrian scored from an assist from Jamina Cabrera. Brooke Hart and Maddie also scored goals, and they scored those in the final minutes of the game, just to name a few. Now Georgia State will advance to the semifinals for the 3rd season in a row, and they will take on the top seed from the West Division, Arkansas State. The Georgia State women's volleyball team is coming off their strong win against Georgia Southern on Halloween. PRN's Koa Ben-Yisrael had the opportunity to interview Koa Ben-Yisrael to see how the team has been finishing their second half of the season strong.
The women's volleyball team has continued their strong second half to the season with key wins against Georgia Southern and Appalachian State. Rookie sensation Koa Ben-Yisrael has been playing a key role in their success, and she credits that to expanding her toolbox.
We worked to open up and give me a range. We call it our toolbox. So there's certain shots that I can, like if I can hit deep corner or like tip right over the block, that's all in my toolbox. And so I just worked and saw it as an opportunity to expand my toolbox.
Clara has even surprised herself with her play on the court.
Yeah, I was not expecting this. I was fully expecting to ride the bench all of my freshman year. But I'm having a great time working for my team.
She explains how the team's success is linked to them playing more as a unit.
My teammates were working just as hard as I was to cover me and protect me when I was hitting, and I was working equally as hard to protect them when they were hitting or when I was blocking to defend the back of our court. I would say that we've really grown together and learned how to move as a unit.
She also adds an interesting way on how the team has become closer.
Since we can't have like team dinners and stuff like that to prevent the spread of coronavirus, we've been doing leadership manuals and like devotionals together as a team. And that really helps us understand each other's leadership styles and how we can better communicate on the court.
Whether it's reading books or hitting volleyballs on the court, this team knows what it takes to be there for each other as a team. This has been Koa Ben-Yisrael, PRN.
Thanks, Koa. The Georgia State volleyball team is set to host their third regular season finale this week. We will let you know what happens during that game in the next show. But while we are talking about the volleyball team, we would like to give a big congratulations to senior Leah Wilcox. She has been named the GSU Athlete of the Week. She matched a career high and helped the Panthers split a pair of matches last week to earn this honor. Now, it's time to talk about that football team. Well, it was a sad day for the Georgia State football team. They got blown out by Coastal Carolina at home. The final score of that game was 51-0. Here are some of the highlights from that game.
And to put Georgia State on top in their opening drive, hooking off the upright slot. Or they're gonna, yep, they got it. Here it is, McCall. Stepping up, going deep, has a man, and the catch is made for the touchdown to Javon. Second down, Brandon pressure, and he's going to be sacked. 8. Another play fake, and to the end zone, Marable, he's got it. Touchdown. Second down and goal, it's Marable on the carry. In the backfield. The call goes to the end zone, and the catch is made, Cameron.
This basketball season at Georgia State, Alilo Soseme will make his appearance on the basketball court after transferring from Cincinnati. Last season, PRN's Briaunna Malone caught up with him to gain a little bit more insight on his experience here in the United States, coming all the way from the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Okay.
Alilo Soseme is making his appearance on the basketball court this season with Georgia State. Coming all the way from the Democratic Republic of Congo, he shares his experience thus far in the United States with us.
It's nice to be here, to be able to have access to a lot of facility and then resources that like back home, example in Congo, I never had. So it's really good, and it's just like helped me like build myself.
When asked what made him decide to come to the United States, Soseme says that it was school and basketball, but ultimately school.
I would say both. I'll say definitely it was school first because I'm majoring in film and media because I want to be a producer one day. And then I think the United States is the best place to start that journey.
Although Soseme is a junior at Georgia State, he says that the NBA or overseas basketball is a goal for him after college. Here at Georgia State Sports Arena, Briaunna Malone, PRN.
Thanks, Brianna. Well, that wraps it up for this edition of PRN Sports. Make sure you guys stay safe out there. I'm Tyreek Wynn. Alicia, back to you.
If you didn't know, Georgia State is located in 6 different areas: the Newton campus, the Dunwoody campus, Clarkston, Alpharetta, Decatur, and of course, the Atlanta campus. And even with having these campuses be convenient, cheaper, or maybe even better for students' learning pace, some students say that their experiences when attending a perimeter college is different than those taking classes in the city.
I would like to point out here is that there are many amenities and facilities. Basically, Atlanta students get the privilege of or get that. I'm considering the fees that they pay as well. Perimeter campuses do have those, but Alpharetta here doesn't. Like, we don't have a gym, a recreational center, a cafeteria. Oh, wow. We don't have those.
It always seems like the main goal is to get to the Atlanta campus. It's to finish 2 years on perimeter and then get to Atlanta. So like, I feel like perimeters, they're not looked down on. They're just kind of like neglected. They're to the side because they know that those students really aren't permanent. They won't really be at those campuses forever.
Many people had a lot of good things to say about their specific campus, but students like Kyle Kath expressed certain circumstances that he feels should be changed.
We're all Panthers, but some of us are perimeter Panthers. For whatever reason, that's not equal to being an Atlanta Panther in some people's eyes. For example, the Atlanta campus has a Panda Express and a Chick-fil-A inside their campus. The perimeter students can't get discounts at the Chick-fil-A a half mile down the road. So I think that not only is it students seeing a difference, but maybe it's a bigger problem.
Like the first step is like recognizing we're not valuing these students, and they're like a huge, first off, they're a huge section of the university. They bring a lot of money in, and also like they're people, they're students, they're great individuals. They need to be featured.
And some students feel like their campus should be appreciated more when it comes to certain events.
I would really, really like if we were the hosts for a change. And Atlanta students can come to our campuses to get to know us better, to see that, you know, there's a place over here too that is affiliated, that is a part actually of GSU.
This is Geer, Panther Report News.